This video is sponsored by the sound effects of rain, my washing machine, and traffic outside my house. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with the fact that there's a truck outside my house that is making an enormous amount of noise right now. But anyway, is my hair straightener off? This is the content that you come here for, you guys. Anywho, hello, welcome back and welcome to my, what month is it? May, so April favorites. I know I say this every month, but sweet lord, that month vanished before my eyes. Considering the situation that we're all in right now, I thought that April was going to go extremely slowly. However, it has flown in, and I was mentioning this to my parents the other day. I feel like this month I have tried to do so much that I've actually wrecked myself. Not in a bad way, as in I've made myself so tired. Do you know the way people are like saying, like, you know, you don't have to be super productive all the time and do all this, that and the other, but I have literally found myself busier this month than any other month this year thus far, with work, with housework, with just trying to keep myself occupied. I feel like I've over-occupied myself. I feel like that makes no sense, but if you have been like that, let me know down in the comments. Anyway, it is time for my monthly favorites. Last month I did this vlog style. This month I didn't want to forget anything, so I decided I would just sit down and have a little chat with you. Also, this is the first time in like, I'd say 3 weeks that we have had like a proper rainy, cold day. I have the heat on in my house right now and I haven't had to do that in God knows how long, so I just felt like sitting down and having a little bit of chat with you today instead of doing this vlog style. So we are going to run through some of my favorites from the month of April. I actually have more beauty and lifestyle things than I do have fashion, which kind of I guess makes more sense because I've been shopping my own stash at home since I've been doing so much decluttering, and I have been spending more time at home as well, so lifestyle and beauty are probably the obvious things that are going to have more favorites, but I still do have some fashion favorites, so I will share them with you. Anywho, let's get straight into all of the things I have been loving. Okay, I'm going to start off with the 3 things that I have sitting at my feet. First and foremost, I have a shampoo and conditioner from Redken. Obviously, I mentioned in last month's favorites that I have been using my Kerastase shampoo and conditioner as my go-to like day-to-day conditioner, just for keeping my hair in good condition. But maybe once a week or once every week and a half or so, I've been using this Brown Lights Color Extend from Redken just to keep my color at bay, and it's starting to just wither away right now and I'm getting a little bit nervous. I sent a very nervous voice note to my hairdresser yesterday going, Eve, what do I do about my color? My grays are coming through. This is not fun. So one of you actually asked me on my DMs or like on a question tab on Instagram the other day, you were like, why do you get your hair colored? Because I get gray hairs. That's why. But this has been keeping my hair at bay. Basically, the Brown Lights range is kind of like the brunettes version of a purple shampoo for blonde girls. So to the way blondes have purple shampoo to keep their hair toned, to keep it kind of like icy blonde, I guess, this is to keep the brassiness away from browns from brunettes, and just to kind of keep your color nice and glossy. So you use the shampoo and leave it on for like 3 to 5 minutes, and you leave the conditioner on for like 5 to 10 minutes. So it's almost like treatments in shampoo and conditioner form, but these two have been great for kind of keeping me tied over whilst I'm waiting to get back to my hair salon. Okay, skincare. A lot of you have been commenting on my skin recently, which is really funny because in the last month I have completely stripped back my skincare. I could not tell you how minimal my skincare routine is right now. Like, I mean, to say that I am doing the bare minimum would be an understatement. I just think my skin responds best to as little product as possible when it comes to skincare. It's really strange. I don't know whether that's just because I haven't found the right products that sit well with my skin. The only other products that I have found like my skin really likes are some serums my skin loves, actually. Serums it really likes, but moisturizers and too many products my skin is not the biggest fan of, so they kind of have to be fairly gentle, I guess. But one thing that I have been using, which has been different over this past month, is a new cleanser. Well, it's not new, it's something that I've had in my collection for a while now, and I just ran out of my last one, so I kind of started incorporating this into my like cleansing routine. So this is a Nux cleanser. This is the comforting cleansing milk with rose petals for face and eyes, normal to dry and sensitive skin. So my skin I would consider oily, which is funny because I find that this actually works quite well for my skin. So I think this is like pretty much a good all-rounder. But it's basically just like a cleansing milk. You put it on a cotton pad and you take, or like a reusable cotton pad or whatever, and you take off your makeup and then cleanse your skin afterwards. But I've just found that this is really, really gentle. My skin feels really, really nice afterwards, and I love the scent. The rose petal is so soothing and calming. So this is amazing for using in the evening, and then in the morning time, this is the only thing that I use just to kind of quickly clean my face in the mornings before I put on my makeup. So I use this twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening, and I have been really, really loving it. So if you're on the market for something in that realm, check that out because it's really nice. Nail polish. Lots of you always ask me what nail polish I wear, and this one I have been wearing literally, I think, for the entire month of April. I've just kind of had it on repeat. You know, I'm a massive fan of Essie. I pretty much have an Essie nail polish collection on rotation every like season, I guess. At the minute I'm really into pastels and brighter colors, so this here is what I have been wearing. It's what's on my nails right now. It's Saltwater Happy, so it looks a little bit like this here. It's just a really nice periwinkle blue, I guess, color, and I love it. I think it's really, really nice for this time of the year. A lot of you have been asking for recommendations to get your nail polish to last longer as well, and top coats, friends. Top coats are your friends. I either go for, I love, there's one from Deborah Lipman called, I think it's Hard Rock. Essie have a really lovely one called Gel Setter or Good to Go. And then when you're doing housework, wear gloves. Okay, and lastly in beauty, I have a couple of makeup favorites. So you guys know that I recently decluttered my entire makeup collection, and I see what I have now, and I've kind of reshopped my stash to just change things up a little bit. I know a couple of you have been saying that you don't think my makeup looks really different. I'm sorry if the light's changing, by the way. It's a bit stormy outside. You don't think my makeup looks very different even when I'm using different colors. Believe it or not, I have different colors on my eyes right now. But I don't know, I just like doing my makeup the way I like doing my makeup, and whenever I'm like showing makeup routines or whatever, or trying out new makeup products, I try to use them in a way that I would personally use them and that I think other people use them, so that it's achievable, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm not realistically going to be going out and wearing like a cut crease or glitter every day. Like, maybe if it's for an occasion or something like that, sure, and I like having those things in my collection and I love trying them out, but I'm just your everyday gal. I'm not crazy into like super colorful makeup or anything like that, but I do like changing it up every now and again. But I do tend to stick to my basics, so I'm sorry if that's boring, but that is me. But anyway, I wanted to show you a couple of the things that I've literally used every day since I have done my kind of like most recent updated makeup routine. So I will link that video up here as well for you if you want to see exactly how I've done my makeup today. Armani Power Fabric. This foundation, you guys, I forgot how much I loved this. It is so good. If you have oily skin and you always look at people that use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk and you're like, I wish I could use that foundation, it sounds so lovely, and I feel like I would really, really like it if my skin wasn't so oily and it would hold on to product for a little bit longer and I wouldn't get so shiny throughout the day. This is the one that you want. This is basically going to give your skin a really lovely radiance, but it actually lasts throughout the day as well, and it doesn't feel heavy on your skin. I love it. It's what I'm wearing right now. I think it evens out your complexion amazingly without feeling heavy. It's long lasting. You still get a glow without feeling shiny. I think it's a great all-rounder, and I will for sure be repurchasing this. I wear the shade 6.5 and it matches my tan really nicely. Next thing, this is like, I think my favorite rediscovery of makeup in a long time, and it is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder in the Glow shade. I mentioned on this channel before, so I'm eating my words right now. I mentioned that I did not like this powder whatsoever because it wasn't like their normal loose translucent powder, but I was stupid because that's not what it's supposed to be used like. It's supposed to be used as a like glow powder obviously, hence the name. So I've been using it in place of a highlighter recently, and again I'm wearing it today, and you can see that it just gives the most beautiful radiance to your skin without being like, you know, some highlighters are super intense, and they are what they are. They're supposed to be like super, like, you know, see your highlight from space kind of highlighters, but this just gives your skin the most incredible glow, like a healthy glow. So basically it's just a loose powder with glowy particles. I add it to the high points of my cheeks, my nose, my cupid's bow, anywhere where I want a glow. I just think it looks beautiful. It's not glittery or chunky on your skin. It's very finely milled, just like the original loose translucent powder, and I really like it. So again, if you want to see this in action, you will see that in my makeup routine video, as well as the next two products that I'm going to talk about. Benefit Roller Liner Brown Shade. If you've been following me from last year, I used this for pretty much the entire summer and springtime and loved it. And then I went on to just their regular black liner for autumn winter, because I wanted something a little bit more defined, a little bit bolder and smokier for the cooler months, I guess. But I'm back to my brown one because I wanted to freshen up my makeup a little bit but still keep it defined. So if I come up a little bit closer, you'll be able to see I have it on today. So you still get the definition of a winged liner. I actually never used it as a winged liner last year. I kind of just lined my lashes with it and that was kind of it. But I've been using it as a winged liner this past month, I guess, and I love it. So it gives your lashes a really nice definition without being quite as heavy as a black liner. So if you're looking to lighten up your eye makeup a little bit without kind of losing the flick, go for a brown liner. And this one in particular I just love. I love the formula of it. They're super opaque. Same goes for the black shade. Super opaque, super long lasting, doesn't transfer, especially if you've got hooded eyes like myself. It doesn't start transferring up into your crease or like sweating off on your eyes throughout the day. So roller liner from Benefit. And then lastly in beauty is an eyeshadow palette that I have had for a couple of years now, and I kind of use it probably more throughout the summertime, and it is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I freaking adore this thing, and if I had more things to go to, I might be a little bit more experimental with the shades like these here, like purples and things like that. It reminds me, I said this actually in the like makeup tutorial, makeup routine video that I shared, but I feel like it just reminds me of Morocco, like Morocco, Abu Dhabi, Dubai. I don't know if that's just because those are places that I'm like longing to go to right now, but I just love the colors and it just make me happy. I've been using a lot of the kind of rose gold shades, so things like this here, this Celestial, it's the most gorgeous kind of like goldy pinky reflective shade. I'm really intrigued by this one as well. I think it looks really pretty. What's it called? Cosmo. So I'm gonna have a little bit more of a play around with it over the next couple of weeks / months, but it's very pretty. The colors, as I said, are gorgeous, but the formula of the eyeshadows are beautiful as well. They're really easy to blend. Any of the matte shades are super matte, but again easy to blend, and the more kind of glittery shimmery ones are super pigmented and they show up gorgeously. Is that a word? Gorgeously on your lids. So yeah, those are all my beauty favorites that I have been loving this month. As I said, there are quite a few because I've been playing around with makeup and beauty a lot more this month than I have in any other month, but all of those things I have been absolutely loving. Fashion, to be totally honest, most of my fashion favorites are jewelry based favorites. So I have expanded the jewelry collection yet again this month, and if you watched a couple of vlogs ago, I got a couple of new pieces in from Missoma, which I am wearing all of them today because you know me, when I get something that I like, I just wear it constantly. So the first things that I got were these Abaya hoops. I love them. I'll come up closer so you can get a look, but they're these kind of small or medium-sized hoops, I guess, but they have these little embossed studs all over them, and I think they are so cool. They're also not really heavy as well. I know a lot of people worry about these kind of hoops looking like they would be heavy and uncomfortable to wear, but they're not. I feel like they're a great statement hoop without being OTT. And then I also got this here necklace, which is also from Missoma, and it is their something fan necklace. I can't remember. I leave all of these linked down in the description box if you want to check out anything yourself. But I absolutely love it. I think it's really, really cool. Again, a great necklace for layering. This necklace is also from Masoma, by the way. But yeah, I really, really love it. I just find that they're really like, they're dainty necklaces, but they're still statement, if you know what I mean. And I've been loving wearing kind of like deeper V-necks recently, or layering these over bodysuits and things like that, wearing them with dresses. They're amazing ways to accessorize your outfits. I'm really enjoying jewelry right now. I'm embracing the accessories and I'm not looking back. Oh, actually one more accessory that I have been loving and I've gone back to from last year is this really cute little necklace from H&M. It's a little shell necklace. So you can kind of see what it looks like there. It's a mixture of like your regular kind of like cream shell with this little gold shell in between. So you can kind of see it a little bit better there. I'm actually going to see if I can get this in ankle bracelet form because I feel like this would be a really, really nice ankle bracelet. But I wore this a lot last year and I feel like it's just a really nice little addition to your accessories for spring and summer. And they did come back out with it again this year. It sold out last year, but I found it again. So I will link it down below for you. And then my last two fashion favorites, again wearing it today, this cardigan. If you've been watching the vlogs, you will know that I have been living in this cardigan. So it's just a really slouchy, oversized cardi from Zara. I absolutely love it, but I have been wearing this over dresses. I've been wearing it like this here, just like a jumper, if you know what I mean, instead of like, you know, a cardigan form. I've just been buttoning it up and wearing it as a jumper slash sweater. But I love how slouchy it is. I love how comfy it is. I literally throw it on in the evening, every evening when I'm kind of getting cozy at night. But yeah, I just love the color. I love everything about it. I love the knit. I love the little pockets in it as well. I'm gonna just start looking to see if I can find some more cardigans like this because I feel like I really need to expand my cardigan collection so I'm not wearing the same one constantly. But I really, really love this one. And then lastly, our little pair of flats from Zara. Just to be forewarned, what size do I have these in? I have these in a 40, so they're a UK size 7. Usually I would be between a UK size 7 and a UK size 8. At the start when I wore these, they were sore on my ankles and I got a little blister, but that was because I was doing a lot of walking the day that I decided to wear them, and it was probably the first day that I decided to wear them on like an adventure. It wasn't an adventure, I was walking around a town. But yeah, I got blisters with them, but now they're fine. So they just need to be broken in a little bit. So as I said, I'm between a UK 7 and a UK 8 and I got the UK 7. But I love them, they go with absolutely everything. I'll be wearing them with this outfit today, even though I have slippers on right now. They're really handy just for throwing on with, you know, little pairs of slacks or with leggings or with dresses, jeans, whatever. I don't think you can go wrong with a pair of ballet flats, especially in this colorway. They also had them in complete black, by the way, instead of the like two-tone, just in case you're wondering. Okay, lastly, on to lifestyle. I feel like my life is my style right now. That makes no sense. But I have been spending so much more time in the house, as we all have been. So I feel like I have been really making home my new favorite thing right now. So I have lots of kind of lifestyle-y bits and pieces that have been favorites. So what do I have written down? Okay, yes. First and foremost, I have been lighting this candle every single night. It is from Laboratory Perfumes and it is the scent Atlas. So they actually came out with these candles or like these scents. There was 3 scents, I'm pretty sure, around Christmas time, and they sent me this one here. I love it. It smells so, so lovely. I'm going to get a description of it so you can more accurately understand. Maker's note. Oh my god, this is why I love it, you guys. This is like a note from the maker. After a family holiday in Morocco, I spent weeks rifling through tins of pipe tobacco in a specialist store in Mayfair to find the right base for a scent that evoked the rich leathery smells we discovered in the mountains. That in itself is an exact description of the type of scents that I like. So it says, inspired by the scents and scenery of Morocco's Atlas Mountains, this fragrance is built around the aroma of pipe tobacco. Layers of rum, vanilla and hay are topped with cinnamon, ginger and black pepper wrapped in the woody warmth. That is an exact description of the type of scents I like for my house. Yep. Absolutely love it. I kind of want to order some more of these, if I'm honest. I know I can get them off Brown Thomas, but if not, I'm going to get some off their website, because first and foremost, packaging is so cool. Obviously it's called Laboratory Perfumes, so it's in a kind of like beaker. Also, as an added bonus, the girl that I was talking to actually told me about this, and this is something that I loved about the company. They're all made in the UK using socially conscious, environmentally friendly and cruelty-free ingredients. So they smell good, and they are also eco-conscious and ethically made, which is really, really nice. Off the back of that, I've been loving this. This is such a random little thing, but one of you actually asked me about this the other day and I didn't even think about it. And then I remembered how much I loved it. My washing machine is beeping. But these little matches, I've been using these to light my candles because my little clicker thing is not working right now. But they're just little matches in a glass jar. That's literally all they are, but they're so cute. It's from the company Scheme. It just says matches strike on bottle design made in the USA. So they're just a little set of matches in a bottle, and then you have the striker on the back of it here, which is really handy. So take them out, strike it on the bottle, and light your candles with it. So just a bougie way of lighting your candles at home, basically. Okay, next up, obviously I feel like we're all getting into new hobbies now that we're at home, and I wouldn't say my hobbies are new in so much as I'm just actually falling back into the ones that I have and that I just haven't been making time for. And two of those are, one, cooking and baking, and two, just kind of like interiors and like home decorating, I guess. So the next two things are kind of like mixtures of those. My favorite thing that I baked this month was an insanely delicious batch of cookies. So I didn't even get to, which is really annoying, I didn't even get to film it for the channel because the day that I made them, I was just having a really homey day where I had no camera, I had no phone. Not that I didn't have them, I just took time away from the phone and the camera just to do my own thing. And I made these, like, I think they're called cowboy cookies. Basically they're cookies with just loads of random things in it, but they have the most insane texture. They have like coconut in them, pretzels, oats, your regular kind of cookie ingredients, flour and things like that. I threw nuts into it as well, chocolate chips, and then you put like sea salt on top of them. Oh my god, I'm gonna link the recipe down in the description box and include a picture of them here, but you guys need to try them out. So that was my favorite thing that I baked this month. And then I also, off the back of that and my new hobbies, basically just started trying to kind of finesse little areas of my home. And one thing that I've been doing to kind of go along with that is adding more fresh plants, like actual live plants, to my house. So first and foremost, this is like a hybrid. This goes with my cooking and my fresh plants section, I guess. I got this little basil plant. I know some of you guys are probably like, Grace, you have killed so many basil plants over the years. This one I've been keeping alive though, you guys. It's going strong. So I got this basil plant. I love the smell of basil. It's just the most fragrant plant in the world. So I got a basil plant, I got a parsley plant, and I've also started growing my own little basil from like seeds, which I'm really excited about. I'm really hoping it starts sprouting soon. But I really want to just start a little herb garden in my window because I use herbs in my cooking all the time. So I want to get some coriander, I want to get some thyme, and I want to get some rosemary and maybe some dill as well. But yeah, I've been loving using these every day in my cooking. And believe you me, you guys, having fresh plants around the house, it just gives you a new kind of like sense of like, I don't know, it's that connection with the earth, I guess, but it just brings me joy seeing my fresh plants in the house every day. And then I also bought two other plants which I do not know the name of, can't remember the name of them, but they're two big house plants. I'll insert little clips of them here. And I added one down in my kind of hallway area where the light can still get at it, and then another one in my living room. And it makes such a difference when you're walking into your living space in the mornings or in the afternoon just to see something alive. I know that sounds really strange, but it really does. So I'm gonna start getting more kind of live plants for the house instead of like fake ones. So yeah, that's something that I've been really enjoying this month. And then lastly, I've got some Netflix recommendations, which is really funny because I feel like I'm always asking you guys for Netflix recommendations. I feel like I'm a pretty picky person when it comes to Netflix. Like, I find it hard to get into series to binge watch. And I feel like I don't really like the same types of series that a lot of people do, which is really funny. Like, I couldn't get into Stranger Things. Maybe someday I will, but I couldn't. I tried to get into it. Tiger King isn't really my kind of thing either. I don't know, I just find it hard to get into a lot of like popular series, I guess. But 3 series that I have really loved this month are Schitt's Creek. I finally finished it. I've been watching Schitt's Creek since it came out like years ago, but just never finished the last season of it, and I'm really sad that it's over now. It's so good, such an amazing show. It's really easy to watch as well because they're only like 20-30 minute episodes, so you don't have to sit down to an hour-long episode of it, so you can get through the seasons really quickly. At the start, I can remember being like, this is like a really strange show, but the humor is so funny. It's so well written and so well acted. But yeah, you just totally fall in love with the characters and really kind of, you go on a journey with them, but in a funny way. It would remind you of like a Friends or like The Big Bang Theory or something like that. It's a really light-hearted watch, and I think you'll enjoy it. So go and give it a go if you haven't watched it yet. I've also started watching Next in Fashion. So I started watching it last Sunday. See, I don't really get the time to watch all of these series like during the week, so I tend to sit down and watch like a couple of episodes in a bunch at a weekend, or like on a Sunday, just take my Sunday to myself, wear no makeup, sit in my cozies and watch Netflix and do a jigsaw. That's what I've been doing the past couple of weekends. But yeah, I sat down to watch Next in Fashion with Tan France from Queer Eye and Alexa Chung, and I love it. It is so good. I'm actually getting excited to like finish watching it now. I've watched 6 episodes of it so far, like all in like one go. It was unreal. And now I want to go watch Queer Eye, because I watched Queer Eye like the old series of Queer Eye when it was on TV. But yeah, I really want to watch the new series of Queer Eye now because it's made me fall in love with Tan France. Absolutely love him. But if you loved Project Runway, or you like that kind of a TV show, you will love Next in Fashion. It's so good. It's like Project Runway but better, because I feel like the designers are better on it. Like, they're more accomplished maybe. I'm not too sure if that's the right word to use, but I feel like the standard of designer on it is like, as in like the competition is really strong, whereas I feel like on Project Runway they purposely were putting people in that like weren't that great as well. But I feel like everybody on Next in Fashion is really good and has a lot of potential, so definitely check that out. And then the last one, which is a little bit different to the other 2, is Money Heist, and this is one that I had been recommended by you guys. I still haven't made it through the whole first season, but I'm really enjoying it. It's not one that I'm watching quite as much as I watched the other 2, or quite as heavily as I watched the other 2, but I'm really enjoying it as like a series with a proper storyline, like a drama action-y kind of a series. It's basically about these people that are carrying out a money heist. There's nothing really more to kind of say other than that without spoiling the plot or anything like that, but it's about a money heist, and there's all these like small kind of offset storylines. Oh, there's a woman shopping with a basket outside, that's so cute. But yeah, there's a money heist, and it has all these like smaller storylines woven throughout it as well, with the characters that are involved in the heist and stuff like that. But I'm really enjoying it, so I'm looking forward to kind of like keeping on with that and seeing what happens on it. I think there's like 4 seasons of it or something. Yeah, I have to keep going with it, but I'm enjoying it so far. So I feel like there was a lot more favorites there than I thought there was actually to talk about. I was thinking that there wasn't going to be as much, but there was just a lot in beauty and a lot in lifestyle. So I hope you enjoyed hearing about some of my favorite things from this past month. If there's anything here that you also have been enjoying, let me know down in the comments. And also if there's anything in particular, whether it's Netflix things or any other beauty products or things that you've just been enjoying doing at home, let me know down in the comments what those have been as well. Let's just put one of our favorite things that we've really enjoyed from this past month down in the comments and spread a bit of positivity right now. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed my April favorites. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed already, make sure to hit the subscribe button, because you know I upload 3 times a week, so you get to see all of me, I guess. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again really soon in my next video. Bye!